Hey guys, Dave Campanella from Best Shot Pet Products, and I got to tell you, I wanted to put Best Shot to the test, so I've traveled all the way from Frankfort, Kentucky, Best Shot headquarters, to Zoom Groom here in Hopkins, Minnesota, to see Josh and Anna Stowell here at the shop. And today we've got some nightmares that we're going to turn into masterpieces. Come on with me.
Hey, Dave.
Hey, Anna.
Good to see you.
Hey, great. Thanks for making time for me to come here. And I hear you got some challenges in store for me.
Yes, I do. Just like every day, you know?
Well, good. That's what we want.
Yeah.
That's what we want. Well, how about we put Best Shot to the test?
Sounds like a plan, Dave.
Awesome. Let's do this. This is going to be fun. Well, Anna, thank you for having me and Best Shot here today. Who do we got here?
Absolutely, Dave. Well, this is Cosmo. He is a husky, probably some Samoyed in there. And he has not been groomed since January, so we have quite a project here for us today.
Well, here's a message that I'm trying to convey to groomers. Often when we're in a busy shop, we hurry up and we get them in the tub, and there's all this focus on get them clean, get them dry on the table, out the door. And what I'm saying is, let's look at reimagine bath time as an opportunity to apply some hair care science and get the desired effect we want. How about we look them over? Let's go over them together and see what we've got to work with.
Absolutely. Well, I think the first thing is, you know, he doesn't have your typical tufts that you can pull out from the top of the coat. Maybe a little bit, but not like, you know, you can't see the molting. It's all kind of...
He seems to be a shorter coat.
Yeah, it's all kind of down at this base. If you spread the coat apart, there's this really thick, I mean, you can hardly see the skin, and if you pull some of this coat down by the skin, it comes out, and so it's all packed deep down in there. So we're going to have to really, really get the product deep into that coat.
And the thing that I'm out to kind of put Best Shot to the test today, we do such a good job, I think, as groomers of finding a product, but we'll put them on, but what we're essentially doing is we're only applying product to the top of the coat. We're not getting good deposition all the way down to the skin and the follicles. Now, when you're deshedding, you're not doing something and jiggling hair and pulling it out of follicles. The hair is already shedded. It's trapped.
Yep.
And one of the things that we're going to do is share some slides with you, and I'm going to have you cue one up. The point that we need to acknowledge is, while getting clean with shampoo, I mean, that's the easy part, guys. What matters most is conditioning. And what we're going to do is we're going to focus on, when you're dealing with breeds, they have what's referred to as a porosity type to their coat. And what porosity is, Anna, is it's basically, depending on the coat type, over time, as the coat dries, the cuticles along the hair shaft are going to lift. And for simplicity reason, I like to refer to it as low, medium, high porosity coat. A high porosity coat being, they tend to open up wide. Think of a pine cone. They just open wide. Fortunately, believe it or not, your Huskies, your Arctic breeds, they have high porosity coats. So
it's kind of like bark coming off of a tree.
Exactly, but like in reverse.
Yeah.
And it's all open. So what's happening is all these tufts, like Velcro, that's trapping it in. So the trick that we want to do is condition. And most people have figured out by default that conditioners will close the cuticle. You know, so what we want to do is get some really good application today, deep down in the coat, so when we rinse with high pressure, you know, water, and when we use our force dryer, we're going to get more coat out. So, and another thing that people don't realize is that with your shampoos and conditioners, the pH range on them differ. And when we're doing most dogs, especially with shedding and molting coats, we don't want to use anything too harsh, anything that's alkaline. What alkaline products tend to do is they tend to open up the cuticles. You don't need to do that to clean. In fact, it can be very harsh on a coat, and on a coat like this, we do not want to open up all this hair because we're going to have a nightmare. We don't want to work harder.
Yep.
Oh,
Work
perfect.
smarter, not harder.
That's the point. That's the point. So what we want to do is we're going to use some acidic products in a method. We're going to choose an acidic shampoo. We're going to use a whitening shampoo with an optical brightener. I don't know if you can see.
He's got that yellowing in his natural yellowing.
Yeah,
what
we call
do you
that
call it?
biscuit.
Biscuit.
He's got biscuit color. I have a Sammy at home that has little polka dots on his ears.
Yeah, you can really see it in his head, but yeah, he has a little biscuiting all the way throughout his top line there.
Yeah, and what the whitening shampoo, the one-shot whitening that we're using today, it's actually going to dissipate that, so it may look as if it disappeared, like it went somewhere, but that's just the optical brightener taking that out. And we're going to do some things with deposition today. When we get in the tub, we'll go over that. And then we're going to use a good conditioner, and then we're going to use a good finishing spray. And the idea here is we're going to do 3 treatments. And there's a logic to this. You know, you don't want to give them 3 conditioning baths, but if you give them an acidic, good, mindful shampoo selection, follow up with a conditioner that's going to repair the damage and fill in the broken areas, but more importantly, close those cuticles as we wash with high water pressure.
What about water temperature? Does that play a factor?
It does. We don't want to use too hot water. In fact, these guys don't, they tend to really enjoy cooler water. And today's conditioners actually work pretty good in cool water, any temperature. So temperature is really not a factor. With a smaller dog, like a Pomeranian, you probably want to keep them comfortable and use some warm water. But the hotter the water, that can influence the cuticle as well. You ever get your hair colored? I have. I didn't this time. But the first thing they do is use really hot water. And they're always the person applying it's very concerned about the temperature. And that's because it's hot. But what they're doing is they're softening and prepping the coat. And then they put something, that very pungent stuff in the hair that you can smell, right? Mm-hmm. What you're smelling is alkalinity. And some of this stuff is like 10 pH. So they got to know what they're doing, and they're opening up the cuticles. We do not want to do that on dogs and shedding dogs.
Yep.
We want to go the opposite way. We want to close it. And that way you're going to get more out in the tub with your sprayer, more with your blower. In other words...
And less with your wrist.
And less with your wrist. And the idea is no more snap, crackle, pop. You know, if we can do it with water and air, that's how you get those wonderful, lush, beautiful coats. But I've done enough talking.
All right, Dave, I'm excited. Let's go get Cosmo in the tub and get
Alrighty.
started.
All right, well, we're ready to go here with Cosmo. But one of the things that we're going to do to put us to the test is, Anna, if we can get some samples here, I don't know if you want to run and give maybe even a pair of scissors, too, for some of the guard hairs. That we'll get some shedding undercoat.
Here we go.
We'll put that in there. And then...
Do you think his guard hairs will... There's a couple guard hairs.
Okay, beautiful. And we're gonna do this. We're gonna take a little bit of sample after washing, after conditioning, and then after we're completely done. And I'm taking this to the University of Kentucky, and we're gonna get the look at it under electron microscopy, so we can actually see what we mean by close, further close, fully close.
That sounds awesome, Dave.
Yeah, so it'll be fun.
I can't wait for those results.
Yeah, so that's going to be neat.
Yeah. So, do you want me to take that?
Yeah, I'll give you that.
So what are you thinking today? You know, if we're thinking about, hey there, buddy. If we're thinking about, you know, saving time and making it a little easier on us and the dog, where are you thinking about starting today?
Well, it's all about conditioning, but we want to get him clean, and he's pretty bad. He's got poop and all sorts of things going on, and I'm noticing, like, on his paws, and there's certain areas where the coat is really, really dense. So it's real important to get it clean. Now, a lot of people would pre-brush before, and what they don't realize, if you trust the chemistry of the products and brands you're using, a good product will allow you to treat the coat and get more hair out in the tub and with the dryer, so you have less physical snap, crackle, pop pulling on yourself aggravating Cosmo. You know, the last thing you want to do is make him uncomfortable or get bit, you know, so we have to keep both you guys in mind. So what I think we're going to do is, here's a little trick. It's a dilution hack. We actually diluted our product, but we put a spray nozzle on it. And I've got it set on stream, and we're going to just do some pre-treating. Whoops. Yes, I understand.
Typical
And
husky.
Typical husky. And we're going to get, I'm just putting some extra shampoo right in, I know. And I'm trying to be considerate of his range of motion because we don't want to make it uncomfortable. But just give that a chance. Think of it like doing a load of laundry. You know, we got some set in stubborn areas.
Good boy.
So I want to make sure we get the paws really, really good.
Boy.
And when you dilute like this, oh, I can feel the grime and grossness on this one.
He does also have poop on his legs.
Yeah, I think
so.
he peed on this foot. But what we're doing is we're just giving this a chance to get in. So when we do run the other shampoo, we're just getting some extra coverage. And oh yeah, he's pretty nasty in the back here. Yes. And let's get this.
It's okay, Cosmo.
And
You're
what's
doing
surprising in
good.
doing this, we're using so very little shampoo. We're defying dilution logic. I always tell people when it comes to dilution, whoops, I'm going to help you here. Yeah, I got that foot. Okay, so we're good. So we got some pre-treating. Any nastiness around here we see? He's not too bad.
Yeah.
I think the feet and back here, his back end here, we needed to pre-treat. So we'll do that. And today, we're going to use a bather box from Groomer's Choice. And I really like this product because you don't have any Venturi nozzles and, you know, color-coded things, and you can literally dial in and find your sweet spot, your preference for what you want to do. And one of the things that I like about this is that this is an applicator, and the process can work fast, but we like it because we can put that shampoo right into the coat. So what I'm actually going to do...
Should we turn the dilution higher, more whitening?
Yeah, we're on number 4. We're going to use Select 4. That's our whitener. And we're just going to...
Rinse, or do you want to put it?
And we're going to work this in.
Is the temperature okay?
Yeah, what do you think? It's a little warm. I might make it a little...
Sometimes it just adjusts a little. Once it, you know, runs for a little bit, it'll be
Okay.
a little bit.
Yeah, this soap's coming out. When you didn't see it before, when it was just, when you do this, you can't really see it, but you can see the, you agree that you can see the soap.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I like to do the faces separately. And I'm using a little cooler water because we can do a cold water rinse or a cooler water wash. What I like about this is you get some, this penetrates pretty deep. And we want to get it clean. And you got to get your fingers in it. No way around that. Oh, yeah. Getting to know you, getting to know all about you. Oh, yeah. Nasty.
Mm-hmm.
Now I know why you invited me here. You have the option of putting that
See.
on film or not.
I'm working smarter because I'm having you do all the hard work.
Yeah.
know, when they said Dave wants to come out and wash a husky, I said, say less. I've got one for him.
Well, a lot of people don't realize I got into this business because I married a groomer, and my wife Tracy taught me everything I know. And I always used to get all the nightmares. Okay, let's turn them around.
All right, Cosmo.
Now, if you noticed, I'm stopping, I'm applying it, getting good penetration.
No.
What I like about this, about the bather box, in all honesty, it's an awesome applicator. However, I watch some people use it online, and I caution people. I'll watch them, and they'll. It's kind of like if you're the type of person who likes to take a long shower, if you like taking a long shower, you got to be very careful, because all you need to do is to get this deep into the coat and apply and trust the chemistry and let it go. At some point, you stop, let it do its thing, and rinse it out. But a lot of people will use too much product and pour unknowingly, unmindfully. They're putting too much product down the drain. And what's great is most of the products that you're using, they're designed to work really, really fast. And the effect of the shampoos are instant. A lot of people bathe twice. If you have good deposition with a good sprayer like this, you typically only need to do one bath. So that's just some advice. So I'm using this primarily as an applicator.
Do you want me to spray and treat his head?
Yeah, if you want to mindfully do that. We just, anytime you're using any product, tearless products, any products, we just want to be mindful of the contact around the eyes. I like to do the faces separate and get them rinsed out right away, because we don't want anything with the detergent sitting on the face too long. And on a smooth coated breed, we'd have been done applying the shampoo, but this is a dense coat.
And a dirty coat.
And a dirty coat. And we just want to get the product fully deposited in. That's the trick. And then we can trust it to do its work. And tails are often very dry, very porous, and a lot of times we just really don't get them penetrated as good. And take a look at that. I mean, I have to say this is a pretty decent sprayer. So, thumbs up from Dave. Okay, we're gonna turn it. We'll turn it off. Okay, and you can kind of see the biscuit around his ears. The little color changes, you know, and along his back, the yellowish. And what's neat is as it dries, and as that active optical brightener, when we get him dry, he's going to look much brighter. And what I like is we got good lighting here. We're not doing any lighting tricks, so you're going to see a real difference later on. Okay. I think we're pretty saturated.
How about his legs?
I think we got his legs decent. You
Good?
want to? Yeah, I'd say let's put it on rinse.
'Kay.
We'll turn it down, and see. I like to work from the top of the back down, because that allows some of the shampoo to work its way down. You know, we're just being efficient. And on a coat like this, the rinsing is more important with a bather boxer, because you've gotten the product into the coat, but now we want to make sure we get all the shampoo out.
Oh, yeah. And with a dense coat like this, that can be a challenge.
Oh, yeah. And I can already see that, you know, we're getting a little bit of releasing of some of that dense coat. But we're going to follow up with a more acidic conditioner that's going to close it, and we should see more coat come out with the conditioner. This is about a 6.5 pH shampoo. And it's not the typical whitener. It's actually formulated to use with conditioners and for deshedding and other various things in the salon. I'm going to let you, oh, there's some stuff. That's from my fingers. Here, I'll let you get in there and Cosmo feels special because he's got 2 people giving him love and attention. Now the other reason why I'm doing a thorough rinsing is people will say, well, can I rinse with the conditioner? Yeah, but we don't want to have any residual detergent in the coat that could offset the conditioning action when we go and do the conditioning phase, step 2. Here we go.
Woo.
Woohoo! Getting
Hold
wet.
on, bud. Hold on. We're going to get your face.
And
Good boy. Good boy. Good job, Cosmo. All right, let's turn you, Cos.
This isn't Cosmo's first rodeo. He knows
Turn.
what to do. There you go.
Good boy. The hard part is backing up.
Oh, yeah.
Good boy.
They sometimes like to hang their head over. Yeah, just a side note, I'm glad we pre-treated the feet because they look,
They look nice and white now.
yeah.
Yeah, you can really see he's got a lot of dirt and debris coming up from deep down inside of his coat, that this water pressure is really, water pressure in the shampoo are bringing that up to the surface. So I feel like it is important to kind of separate out that shampoo and conditioner, because
Yep.
then you'll get that second application that'll get the rest of that dirt and debris out. Good boy, Cos.
We started at like 10:15, right?
All right. What's the
Oh, no.
next step, Dave?
All right. Okay. You feel he's pretty clean?
Yeah,
this
I
first
think
round?
so.
Okay. So then we're ready to do the conditioning, and he's got a really dense packed coat. So we're gonna, just like I pre-treated the paws with the whitening shampoo, we're gonna go and pre-treat some areas of concern with the Max, which is a conditioning additive. It's a silicone copolymer that's very light. It's a booster, but since we're using a bather box, I can apply this into the coat and then add the conditioning, and we're going to get our same effect. So
Sounds
we're
great.
gonna get this in to the. I'm going to use it with
The stream.
on the stream just to get it in more aggressively to apply it. And we got a lot of dense coat on this guy's butt, wouldn't you agree?
Oh yeah, he's pretty dense all over, to be honest.
And the funny thing is when it comes to deshedding and releasing this coat, it's a lot easier to release it on a pre-treated coat. You know, and a clean pre-treated coat, it comes out much easier. And we're going to actually be able to get a lot of this out with the dryer. And that's why you get so much out with the dryer with a good conditioner. And by pre-treating and by using the bather box, whoops, my fingers are wet.
Here, do you want me to do it?
Yeah.
I got
This-
those nice rubber
yeah,
gloves.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a little trick. We basically want to get like in the areas underneath, you know, the arms and where we always have the struggling. And we don't want to necessarily do the hoe dog with this, but we're treating those trouble areas, and then when I run it with conditioner, it's going to work it through the rest of the coat. So it almost seems like we're just ridiculously applying this. It's like, what's it going to do? And the difference is after applying this and then applying the conditioner, when we turn on that dryer, and we may even notice when we rinse out the conditioner, whoops, we may notice when we rinse out the conditioner, you know, you should see much more come out in the tub. And our conditioner is number two on the dial. So we're going to turn it over and we're going to let it come out. Whoops.
What are you doing?
Yeah, he
Come
likes
on,
it over
Cosmo.
here. Hi, buddy. And you may even want to hold it a little back to penetrate. Ooh, no. I got it right. Is his butt pretty clean?
It's getting there.
Okay,
That might require a little bit of clipping action.
gotcha. We're talking some staining.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see what the brightener does as far as minimizing that.
You know, if he hasn't had his butt cleaned since January, there's gonna be a little bit of staining.
I'm gonna grab a baggie.
Jeez.
Look in the camera how white he is. Okay. I'm going to use the spray.
I don't know about you, Dave, but one thing I can guarantee is when you're bathing a husky, you're gonna be soaked.
Did you see the wisdom in me stepping by and letting you take over? I spoke too soon. He got me. Karma. Karma. I know the conditioners and the Max got down good. I know. I'm keeping it out of your eyes. We gonna turn? Good. Nep, you want to stick your head out. I know. That's what my guy does. It's a little extra work, but
So, Dave, what are you applying there?
I'm just hitting them with one last once over with our finishing spray. And this is about a 4 pH product. Yeah, you can already start to see the effects. And this actually will fully seal the coat. By that I mean fully close. So when you hit it with the dryer, not only is it going to speed up the drying time, but because more of the coat's closing, you're going to be able to blow more of the undercoat out. Yeah, that's just coming right out.
All right, Dave, I'm ready for my safari.
That's actually quite a smart setup that you got there with the beehive mask.
You wear a mask to keep your lungs healthy, and you wear the beehive to keep your eyes healthy.
Okay.
All right.
I think we're ready.
All right, here we go. Actually, I like to use a little happy hoodie. Come here,
Yeah.
buddy. Keep his ears healthy, huh?
That might be that. This big, and there's like. Hey, don't get more. But you know, I've traveled around shops and I've seen different things, and you know, if you think of drying like I just got to get them dry, that's a problem because there's a point where you just give up because it's frustrating. But if you think of the dryer as a process and you're basically brushing the dog,
Yeah.
it's a lot easier to just be patient, and then there's that magical pivot point where you don't feel you're getting them fully dry, and then it starts to dry much faster, and you'll even see tufts of hair release because the dampness holds on to the hair. You got to be patient, you got to be mindful, and it helps to understand what the shampoos and conditioners are doing. It all works together. And hopefully for those viewing and listening, you know, maybe it'll help them be more patient and going through the drying process, because you're not doing yourself or the customer dog any justice
You want to close that?
sending them out damp.
Do you want to close that door?
Oh, yes. Some off. Oh, that's just gray hair. That's not white hair.
I think you have a little bit of Samoyed hair mixed in with.
Yeah, just a little. Maybe I should use the whitening on me to make the grays go away. But when you do that process, there's an awful lot less tugging and pulling, and he seems comfortable and relaxed, and it was
He's about as comfortable and as relaxed as a husky could possibly be.
exactly.
Sometimes I think about what it would be like to be a husky.
I think I have a couple times, and then I said, nah. I don't mind owning one. I don't mind grooming one.
You wouldn't want to live inside their head, though.
I wouldn't want to live inside their head.
Me neither.
Yeah, I've been in my side of my head, and that's bad enough.
Eh.
Yeah, you'll let Anna do that.
You're okay, bud.
Yeah, and the lighting, I just can't get over. Depending on the light bulbs, too, you walk in, and there's no blue. He looks whiter in this room.
Yep. Shh. You're fine, bud. Oh my goodness. Good boy. You know, he has a 150-pound Newfoundland brother.
Ah, you ever do him?
Yep.
Those can be quite a chore.
Uh-huh, he is.
Now, if this is a high porosity coat, the Newfoundland's extra high porosity coat.
Yeah, I feel like this dog runs or something because he's got extra short nails. He has one dew claw in the back, though,
Yeah, I noticed
just
that.
to throw you off.
Yeah, as I was washing, I'm thinking, what's this? And then I'm like, no, that ain't coming. That ain't washing out.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
Hey, hey. You're okay. Good boy. Oh, I know. So much stress being a husky. Good boy.
You're not yellow anymore. He's not beige.
Nope. Nope, he just looks like a polar bear.
Mm-hmm.
Don't do it.
Somebody's sleeping in the big bed tonight.